Hi, I'm here with Tinsley. Can you say hi, Tinsley? And we are going to show you how to do a guided reading session. So all you'll need for this, if you look in your folder, there's guided reading instructions. At the top says guided reading in page 1 and page 2. And this will give you an outline for the 15 minutes of reading with your child. So we're going to start with step 1, where we're going to choose a just right book. So we're going to look for a book that's just right, kind of like Goldilocks, not too hard, not too easy, just right, okay? So let's try this one first. All right, it's called Just a Baby Bird. And we're going to put a finger up for each word that's too hard for you, okay? All right, go ahead and start here.
Little.
That word sister.
Sister. And I play in the yard.
Good job. How about here?
We have
Here. Peep.
Peep, peep, peep.
Good job. You read a lot of those words, but there were 3 words that were kind of hard, huh?
Yeah.
So that means this book is just a little bit too hard right now, okay? So we're going to set it aside, and we're looking for a book where we know pretty much all the words except for maybe 1 or 2. A just right book. So let's try this one. This one's called Rainy Day Music. Go ahead.
It's raining and I said.
Good job. Good. It's raining, I said. Let's try this page.
I have.
That one's nothing.
Nothing to do.
Good. So on our first couple pages, there was only 1 word that was really hard, huh? So do you think this book is a just right book?
Yeah.
Awesome. And that's a good skill to teach your student that they can use in their own independent reading time later. So explain to them, and then they can practice that later on their own. So that was step 1. We found our just right book. Now we're going to do step 2, take a picture walk. So we're just going to look at the pictures, Tinsley, and talk about what we see happening. We're not going to talk about the words yet. We're just going to talk about what we see happening, okay? So on the front, I see a boy. Ooh, and
Playing music with cups.
Yeah, he's playing music with the cups. You're right. What do you see on this page?
I saw that the boy was bored because he was sitting down by the window and looking at the rain.
Right. I love how you're describing what you see, like in his face and what you see in all of the pictures. Good thinking. What do you see on this page?
I see that he's looking for something to do, but he can't find anything to do.
You're right. What's the setting? Where is he?
He is probably in his bedroom.
It's probably in his bedroom.
Because there's a bed right here.
Good thinking. I like how you found clues. What do you predict? What do you think will happen next?
He might find something to do.
Oh, what do you think he might do? Maybe play a video game. I see video games down here.
Yeah, maybe play a video game.
So we'd walk through all of the book, looking at each picture, and I love how Tinsley described what she saw, and then how she even gave evidence. She showed us, I know it's a bedroom because there's a bed in there. That was really good. So we'd go through the whole book, and you really want to use the capitalized words. So if you look in your instructions, there's some words that are capitalized, like predict and describe and setting and characters. As much as you can, try to use those words with kids so it builds their vocabulary. So that's our picture walk. Step 3, it's time to read the book. You ready? All right. So Rainy Day Music. Your turn.
It's a rainy day, I said.
Good. I'm going to read it just like you read. Or can you tell me? I want you to find the mistake when I read, okay? It's a rainy day, I said. Is that what you see? Will you use your finger one more time? Use your finger and read it.
It's a rainy day, I said.
Good, almost. I don't see the word a though, huh? It says, it's raining, I said. One more time, go ahead.
It's raining, I said.
Good. It helps a lot when we use our finger to make sure we're on the right
Yeah.
words, huh? All right. Go ahead. You can use your finger.
I have nothing
Good.
to do.
Oh, he's bored. You're right. Go ahead and use your finger.
It's too wet for my bike. It's too wet for the zoo.
Very good. So what happened on that page?
He can't ride its bike because it's too wet, and he can't go to the zoo because it's probably closed because it's raining.
You're right. So as the child's reading, you'll notice under step 3, it tells you some things. After every few pages or so, ask what happened. What do you think might happen next? Because we want to make sure kids aren't just reading it, but that they're understanding. Tinsley knew what was going on though, huh? You did. And then as they get stuck on any words, remind them to use their finger, to use the picture to help give them clues. Like the word wet, Tinsley understood. She was able to sound it out, but we might help her if she wasn't able to. Like wa-et, and help her sound it out. But she's doing a great job.
And also, if you say something wrong, you can retrace your words and make the thing that you wanted to say right.
You're so right. You're such a good teacher. So
It's inside we what
with
my dad.
Oh, how cute. So Tinsley and I just finished step 3. She read her entire book. Great job. High five. So now on step 4, we're going to talk about the story, okay? Can you give me a retell? Can you retell what happened in the story?
He found something to do, like I said, and
So what happened in the what happened in the beginning?
He was bored looking at the rain, and he didn't know what to do.
That was the beginning. What happened in the middle?
His dad helped him find something to do, and that was music.
Yes. So what happened at the end?
They found out how to make music.
Yes. Yeah. So how did the boy change? How do you feel in the beginning, and how do you feel in the end?
He felt bored in the beginning, and in the end, he felt happy.
Yes. Yeah. What would you do if you were the boy?
I would feel the same way.
You would feel the same way.
Yeah.
You might feel bored sometimes. What do you do when you're bored?
I just walk around the house and wait until if I see something to do, I do it.
Awesome. Yeah, so we just talked about, again, on step 4, in all capitals, we talked about a retell, so telling what happened in the story in the beginning, the middle, and the end. The problem and the solution, we could talk about that as well. And then if it's a nonfiction book, you could talk about facts, like what did you learn? What was the problem in the story?
He didn't know what to do.
Yeah, and what was the solution?
To make music.
To make music, awesome. So as she was reading, I was listening for some of the words that were extra hard for her, and now we're going to do step 5, vocabulary, where we're going to talk about just maybe one word that was extra hard. So the word in our story
was, I think, music.
Yeah, do you know what the word music knows though, right? What that means? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that word brim, so on this page, remember it said, pour some out of that glass, fill this to the brim.
If any of your childs don't know what to say in the words, they don't know how to spell them, you can always sound out.
Yes, good thinking. So we're going to talk about that word brim. Can you write down brim on your flashcard?
Where's the word brim?
Brim, right there. And so this is just building vocabulary. It's good to remember that all kids are English learners. They're all still learning vocabulary words, and so the more you can practice and teach them new words, then the next time they come to those words, they'll hopefully remember and be able to read them. Beautiful writing. And what's that last letter? Good. What's that word say?
Brim.
Awesome. What do you think brim means? When it says, pour some out of that glass and fill this to the brim. So look, he's pointing and he wants it to
Brim means fill it to the top.
fill it to the top. Good thinking. Would you like to draw a picture on the back of that? So draw a picture that'll help you remember what brim means. And then what we can do is we can keep these inside of Tinsley's book. So we can keep them in her book so that the next time we can practice those vocabulary words and just continue to build her vocabulary and knowledge. Yeah, right, top. Yeah, because that'll help you remember too. Top. Top's not on here, but we can sound out top.
Top.
Top. Great. So here's Tinsley's first vocabulary card. We talked about what word?
Brim.
And what does brim mean?
To fill it to the top.
To fill it to the top. Ooh, you can go home and use that big word with your mom. You can say, Mom, can you fill my cup to the brim? Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Tinsley. Can you tell everyone, have fun?
Have fun.
Awesome.